Hi, this is Melanie for the Pardesi channel. I'm here to talk about a classic movie from 1990 starring Aamir Khan and Madhuri Dixit. And of course I mean Dil. So my friend Margaret Redlick of Don't Call It Bollywood has occasionally these tweet-along, watch-along movies. Typically it's a holiday weekend, and so she can juggle different time zones around the world of all of her subscribers. And then we have a hashtag where we all tweet and watch the movie together. We started at the same time, and then she's doing a running commentary and we're all commenting together. And she picked a great one for just a lazy holiday weekend here in the United States, Memorial Day weekend. And that was the movie Dil, which I had never seen. Classic Aamir Khan. Oh my gosh. I felt like Aamir Khan and Maduri Dixit looked like babies. Absolute babies. I think he was 25 and she was only 22. And I was surprised to learn they only did, I think, 2 films together. And this one was the first one that was ever released. The director is Indra Kumar, and while this wasn't the first film he had made, this was the first film that was released, so it's his first film as well. The soundtrack is absolutely delightful. It's just bouncy and crazy and fun, and I know I've heard many of the songs many times before but didn't realize what movie they were from. I had forgotten because it's been a long time. Aamir Khan has been doing very different kinds of roles, but it's been a long time since I saw classic Aamir, lover boy, you know, young Aamir turn on the smolder for a romantic role. Oh my gosh, did these two have chemistry up the wazoo. They were so great together. And this film was nominated for 8 different Filmfare Awards. Maduri Dixit won Best Actress for her fantastic portrayal in this movie. And her character gets run through the ringer from, well, it's my favorite trope. It's hate to love. So these two characters meet at college, these two crazy kids, and they hate each other on first sight. They're both arrogant. She's from a wealthy family. He is, you know, has a father played by Anupam Kher. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen Anupam Kher play such a negative, nutty kind of role before. This was the first time that Anupam was in a movie with Aamir Khan. And, you know, I'm used to seeing Anupam as such a mild-mannered, nice kind of father role. How many fathers has Anupam Kher played, right? Like a million. And it was so crazy to see him playing this money-grubbing, conning, just like, you know, he's a crazy character. But anyway, it was fun. He was for the fun, comedic kind of things. But this hate to love thing, when they're in college together, they're pranking each other until it goes too far. And that's the scene when she accuses him of rape, and then he shows her, okay, you want to see what that would really feel like, and really scares her. And then when he says, I would never do that. This is what it would be like. I would never do that. And then he walks away. That's the moment that she instantly falls in love. Now, I just say, I'm not sure that would be the moment that I would instantly fall in love, but this is dreamy Aamir from the 1990s, so, you know, maybe I would. So then we have the blissful love and the parents trying to keep the couple apart. Possibly my favorite character in the entire movie is the police station chief. Chief of police at the police station, who conspires with them to have them escape and keep the fathers away from them and whatever. I mean, this guy, he kept cropping up and he was a riot. But that has some iconic moments. I mean, the melodrama at certain points is turned up to 11. The scene of their wedding, wow, I will never forget Aamir lighting that light, dropping it, just making a sacred fire in the middle of a room and being like, we're doing it right now. We're getting married. Wow, that was epic. It was an epic scene. They go through this blissful time. It reminded me in a way of his first film, his earliest film that I think I've seen, Kayamat Se Kayamat Tak. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, with Juhi Chawla, and where they kind of go off and just kind of, you know, into the wilderness and make their own home. That's what it reminded me of. So evidently, after that big hit, he had had a series of flops. And Maduri too had some flops. So this was kind of another big hit that was a resurgence for both of their careers. I love the little nod. There's a party scene where he does reference the Papa song from Kayamat Se Kayamat Tak. That was a funny moment. As well as Saturday Night Fever, but whatever. The music cues in this and some of the party scenes were cracking me up. Anyway, so they have a blissful scene, and then of course drama. I have to tell you, I had a little bit he has an accident. He gets a job as a construction worker and he falls down an elevator shaft. My husband's grandfather worked for a wrecking company, so a company that tore down buildings in Chicago. He actually, this is my husband's grandfather, this is a picture of him, tough guy. He survived falling down an elevator shaft 9 stories and lived. I think he was in the hospital for weeks and weeks and weeks, and his neck was fused or whatever. Like he couldn't just, you know, look to the side. He had to kind of move his whole body to turn his head. But, you know, so it is possible. But I was laughing that Aamir, after this huge accident, had like a tiny little band-aid on his forehead. I was like, okay. Yeah, it was a little crazy, but it's the 90s. So this film just has everything. It has such fun music numbers, such pranks from Aamir, like the perfect college romance, hate to love scenes. Then all this drama with the families to keep the kids apart and all of this, even a run to the airport scene at the end. The only thing that I think this film was really missing is that Aamir got all the dance numbers, and Maduri, while she kind of danced with him, you know, I think about her iconic dance numbers from other films, and she didn't really kind of get a solo number like that to really shine. Maybe it wouldn't have fit in the film, but I'm just saying, it's interesting that I just think of Maduri so much for her dancing, and she didn't get to really shine in that department. But her acting, oh my gosh, she really got to run the gamut of emotions in this film, and, you know, show sacrifice and be noble. It's just like, oh my gosh, like she went from being, you know, a brat at the beginning to so noble at the end, and perfect. It was such an enjoyable flashback kind of film, and so fun after having just seen Aamir in Tari Zameen part, and then seeing him in his getup on Twitter for his upcoming Thugs of Hindustan, and, you know, just looking at how far he's come, you know, in doing these more serious roles from these lover boy college romance things that he did years ago. They were still great, but it's amazing to kind of see the breadth of his career, because this is from 28 years ago and how far he's come. And Maduri too, I'm so excited that she's coming back. Now, wouldn't it be awesome if there was a film coming up where Maduri got to have a mature romance with one of her former co-stars? I mean, I'll take any of them. We can have Aamir, we can have Shahrukh. I'm open to whatever, but wouldn't that be awesome? I've seen the chemistry that Shahrukh and Maduri can still show on, you know, I've seen when they've gotten together, they can turn it on just like that. But we haven't really seen Aamir do a mature love story in quite some time. I mean, I enjoy seeing him as a father, don't get me wrong, but seeing him smolder and turn on the charm and really just have that heat and chemistry with someone made me think, man, it's been a long time since we've seen that, and I'd like to see it again. He's not too old. Let me know if you enjoyed this film review of the classic film Dil. What are your memories of the film? What's your favorite song from the film? I don't know if I have a favorite. Like that crazy one where he's pranking her and there's the nooses, which was that was kind of insane. But anyway, just that whole really catchy number, I can't remember the title of it, was really super fun. But then there's those sad ones towards the end when they're apart. Oh my gosh, really great music in this entire film. The soundtrack must have been a blockbuster, because it just was hit number after hit number after hit number of just memorable song after memorable song. If you enjoyed this, please like it, subscribe to the Pardesi channel. If you hit the bell, then you'll get a notification whenever I have a new film review or trailer reaction. Follow us on Twitter at PardesiYT.